and you expect maybe to lose one game or so, but you come out there and you didn't lose a game, and you won two, and you actually drew the other one. You got to be pretty happy and successful. That's a successful road trip, considering what the schedule that Guerin Catholic plays. It's not a very easy schedule. So you're coming on a road game, and you did a fine job. Now you got to protect home field tonight, and this pitch is really happy. They love playing here. They have a great following of the crowd, and what I was told, this thing is sold out. So this should be a very interesting game. Avon's not bad themselves.
No, they're quite good. They entered today at 5-3-1. That one draw was against Hamilton Southeastern at the beginning of September. But as September, really, from the end of August on, Avon has one loss, and they have 4 wins to their credit, including a pummeling of Ben Davis. Their last time getting to the pitch, they won 11-1, and they saw 2 players get hat tricks. 2 others scored in the double, or scored 2 goals. And Avon, if the one question teams playing Guerin Catholic is if you're going to be able to score against this defense, be able to make a dent against the Golden Eagles. And Avon, last time out, they did that. They scored 11 goals, Keith.
Yeah, and this game may come down to the goalkeeper. You look at how good Guerin has played with all those shutouts, have an outstanding goalkeeper. Avon 00, as you see her there in the picture, she's not bad herself. So you look at both of the goalkeepers. I look at the offense of these games, though. How much pressure does Guerin put on the defense of Avon? I think that would be the key, because if they score, they can score often, and then they can just shut you down.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these two teams. First, for the visitors from Avon, the Orioles will line up in a 4-4-2. The goalkeeper, Keith pointed her out, she wears the 00. It's Kendall Ellis. She's a junior. Avon has the fortune of having 2 all-state goalies from 2 different states, and we'll probably see both of them. Kendall Ellis was an all-state goalie in Virginia last year. The Hoosier is Katie Hoffbauer, and she'll probably play in the second half. Along the defensive back, from left to right, number 15, a junior, Lauren Fitch. In the center is number 24, Darcy Bennett, and a captain, number 6, Sam Miller. Both of them are seniors. And another senior's at right back, number 18, Ella Wolfenbarger. The midfield, in the center is number 3, Kara Verberg, and number 17, Molly Williams. On the wings, on the left side, is number 11, Layla Miller, a junior, who is of no relation to Sam. And on the right side, number 12, Abby Heck, who's a junior as well. And the forwards, this is where Avon's very dangerous. These 2 girls combined for 16 goals on the season. Number 9, Amy Velazquez, who's a junior, and then captain, number 20, senior Jessica Purdy. For Guerin, they line up in a 4-5-1. In goal, number 1, Bailey Capella, who's a junior. The defense from left to right, number 15, Shaylin Hussey, a junior. Center back, number 3, Caroline Quinn, is a senior captain, as is her fellow center back, number 4, Claire Sawyer, and a junior at right back, number 13, Haley Abel. The defensive midfielder, number 18, Gentry Gerhardt, is a senior. The center mids, number 9, Ava Schlichty, and number 7, Evelyn Bastard, are both seniors. Bastard's a captain. Left wing, number 19, Emerson Jennings, is a junior. Right wing is the fantastic Quincy McMahon. She's a senior and captain. The forward, number 25, Katie Koger, is a junior. Some boost for Guerin, not only the goalkeeping, Keith, but Caroline Quinn, she got couple decorations to add to her trophy cabinet this week.
Yeah, she was named the player of the week at Guerin Catholic School, so congratulations to her. We respect that honor. That's a cool honor. You could talk about Avon, Jessica Pertree. She scores 41% of their goals all year long. That is amazing.
Yeah, she's fantastic, and we'll look forward to seeing what she's able to do and if Guerin will let her do anything. on the soccer pitch coming up today. Let's get a quick little peek. Keith, the weather outside is fantastic.
The weather is fantastic. The summer heating and cooling temperature is 72, 5% chance of rain. The wind is going out of the west at 10 miles an hour, and the humidity, oh, you got to love it, 56%. We talked about this, you and I talked about this already. I take this every day of the week here in Indiana.
Absolutely. And what we're going to take tonight is an excellent display of the girls soccer. Two of the top teams in Class 3A. They're both contenders for state, one would assume. Guerin Catholic number 8, Avon number 10. And they'll get to tangle coming up here in just a few moments' time. Last time these two teams played was last year, and it was a 1-1 draw. So we're looking to see something a bit more competitive, or a win to date on Golden Eagle TV, presented by Indiana SRN.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Guerin Catholic High School. Alongside Keith Myers, I'm Jonathan Mathis. The weather outside's perfect. The matchup is tantalizing. Both of these teams played to a draw last time they played, and they both entered this evening with a winning record. And that's saying something, because they both play very tough schedules. And the top 10 or all the rankings were released today. And if you look at their schedule coming up, it is loaded for both teams. Avon, besides, they only have 4 games left, including this one, because they got to play a lot earlier in the summer. But they have Zionsville coming up on Saturday. They're number 15. They wrap up at Plainfield, number 19. Guerin lines up with this, Keith. They on tomorrow they play Heritage Christian, who's number 9 in Class 1A. Then on Saturday, a game that we have is number 6 Memorial. And then they double dip down into 2A against number 5 Cathedral, number 7 Buff Jesuit. This is going to be a tough schedule for Guerin, not only having to play so many games in succession to end this year, but you're not playing. There aren't that many cupcakes on the Golden Eagles schedule.
And you have to continue keeping the pace for the Circle City Conference, because Chittard is right knocking at the door at 3-1, but Buff at 2-1, Roncalli is at 1-2. Heritage Christian, as you mentioned, is 0-2, and Covenant Christian struggling this year with not a conference win. They're rebuilding. Heritage Christian, highly ranked in 1A, but man, when it comes to those tougher games, it's kind of tough for them. But they'll make noise, and every team in this conference will probably make some noise in their sectional play.
A thing to look forward to in the future, and we'll see what happens tonight. If you want to you outlined this earlier, we'll revisit it for those just tuning in. What do you want to see out of Avon tonight if they're going to be successful? And then Guerin, what does Guerin need to do to win tonight?
Guerin needs to put pressure, score right away, put pressure, and then continue to put pressure. For Avon, if you can score in the first 3 or 4 minutes of this game, I think they'll feel very confident. I think it's goalkeeping. Goalkeeping comes down to who plays better goalkeeping tonight.
We'll see 2 very good ones in the goals for the respective teams as this one is underway. Avon and the Traveling Whites, Guerin, and depending on which direction they're standing at you, is either purple or yellow. Gold, I should say. That'd be more accurate. Gerhardt applies the defensive pressure to Velazquez right off the bat, and now Molly Williams, one of the quarterbacks of this Avon team, as we see a slight turnover at midfield, and we'll see what Guerin's able to do if they're going to try to maintain possession or go on the attack, and it'll be a throw-in for Guerin here on the near side.
Jonathan, you might want to tell people why we don't play ties, why they just call it a draw during regular season. and obviously why we play those in sectional play to get the advancement. Why not play those games in overtime?
Well, they'll give them a chance. They'll give them a chance to do the overtime, especially in high school soccer. But to keep things moving, a draw is not the worst thing in the world. Now, other sports we don't see a turnover at midfield in favor of Avon. But in regular season play, you just factor it in and play on. But they don't worry about the sudden death as much in soccer. And still no shot on that offensive possession for Avon, as we're coming close to a minute and a half gone. No dent made by either team yet, as Guerin's hasn't really had the ball on the Avon side, at least in the offensive portion.
Nice shot of the young man's head.
That was a giant human being.
That will tell you, folks, that we are in the studio tonight. Teleon is live at Guerin.
And he's got a very nice camera vantage point. Good camera work by Teleon. See this one underway. This ball will be dropped back from Abel to Capella.
And our award-winning producer, Jerry Collins.
Indeed, you got the best production and camera staff you could ask for on a Monday.
The broadcast team, well, there's C-minuses.
We'll see. Looking to be an A+. Guerin working that far side, trying to feed it ahead. McMahon was the target, but it was plucked away by that pesky Avon defense, which has been really strong this year. This Oriole back four has excelled in communication, and head coach Eric Nance has been quite impressed with what they've been able to do to set the table for whoever's in goal, whether it's Ellis or Hoffbauer.
Guerin spread out, got it into
Koger sends it over, making the run is able all the way from the backside, and that one's off the cage.
I like the aggressiveness play and taking that shot, the first shot on goal.
Me too. And Abel, she went a long distance up that sideline, and she trots back to her standard defensive position, and Ellis will restart this one. Squibbed ahead by Purdy. Velazquez wanted to do a give and go, but Sawyer didn't give her any room. Sawyer again. And now the athlete player of the week, Caroline Quinn, sends it up the pitch, turning around as McMahon. She's got room, and you don't want to give her room from the right wing. Tried to feed it in, but a nice play by the defender.
Kept it in, though.
And here we'll try it again. McMahon chips it. Koger, it was just ahead of her, but look out from behind. Here's Abel from the back spot on the defense, feeds it around. Lining up Gerhardt. She wasn't able to connect on that one, and it'll be easy pickings for Avon's Kendall Ellis.
You saw the Avon Ball Club communicating very well. The goalie directing all her defensive players.
Yeah, Gerhardt, she's proved to have a bit of a sidewinder attached to her hip. She had a goal last time out against Roncalli where she scored from 40 yards out. So she's not afraid to shoot from distance, and you see her in the right corner of your screen, number 18. Here's Koger. She's got Jennings in front of her. Now it's Emerson's turn. Oh, she tripped up. The ball got her.
Turf monster.
It did. Ella Wolfenbarger just tried to pop it away.
Oh, nice block again. Boy, they're not afraid to take their body right in front of that ball.
No, it's kind of like a hockey defensive mindset. Just no clean shots. Here's Gerhardt.
This is the pressure we talked about, though, Jonathan. This is exactly what Guerin wants to do.
It's an interesting. We've seen a lot of Guerin soccer, both boys and girls.
Yes.
But both teams have a similar approach where they'll be aggressive, but they're going to maintain possession for as long as they possibly can.
Oh, she's hanging on to her.
And there's a little tussle between Velazquez and the defender for Guerin, and it'll be awarded. The foul will be called against Velazquez.
You know, but good example of Avon just does not want the momentum to switch it anyway.
No, they don't. That's Avon at their best is when they get it to their two forwards. Most teams now will play with the one forward, but Avon will have their two, and you see them here. This is where Avon's most dangerous.
She's got to open her line.
Velazquez couldn't get enough on it, and Sawyer was able to trip it up before it swept away by Hussey.
How fast is Avon, though? That's pretty quick down the field there, Jonathan.
Yeah, they're great on the counterattack, Keith, and you can see where they're dangerous. If you overplay your hand, being Guerin Catholic, Avon will get you on the counterattack, and they've got a lot of teams. And again, the last time they saw the pitch, they scored 11. They beat Ben Davis 11-1, and that was the most points they'd scored in any match, or most goals they've scored since they beat Pike 4 years ago.
Folks, 11 goals in a soccer game is impressive.
Everybody, positive anything is better than negative nothing. Be a good sport. Indiana SRN promotes good sportsmanship, and we're seeing good competitive sportsmanship between these two teams. And now Gerhardt's going to pluck this away from the Oriole defense. Or Oriole offense, rather. Velazquez and Purdy. Purdy number 20 in white. Velazquez number 9 in white. Capella's got to get it away. But this, just a little wide.
Judge.
And I think Layla Miller fanned on that. It should be a throw-in for, you would think it's for Avon. It's going to be for Guerin.
Oh, she might have. Did she touch that ball?
She must have. There was a fan signaling. Getting the,
well, all fans are going to signal that it was touched.
And it's a good crowd on hand tonight, as good as they can be. We can report it's effectively a sellout between these two teams, and we thank you for not going and joining us. Or if you're in the stands and watching on the Indiana SRN app, thank you for doing so.
You know, I caught that on Friday night, watched the football game, and I caught couple people watching the games, watching the replays.
That's good. You're able to do that. We're happy to have you with us. This is a fun way to spend a Monday as we get close to the end of the girls' soccer season. Only 4 games left in Avon's schedule. Guerin's going to have a lot before they wrap up on October 1st. Here's Schlichty. Ava sends it to the far side looking for Emerson Jennings. Excuse me, not Jennings, it's Pastard. Jennings is in the box, and this one was clipped out of play by Wolfenbarger, and it should be a corner kick, the first of the game for Guerin Catholic.
Other games going on in the Circle City Conference tonight. Brebeuf is taking on Heritage Christian. That is at Heritage Christian. That's a 7 o'clock start as well. We'll keep you abreast of that game for you, Jonathan. Also give you the lineup of Indiana SRN games this week coming your way in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, one game coming up tomorrow. The boys' soccer team takes to the pitch. Number 5, Guerin hosts Cathedral, and that one plucked right out of the sky by Kendall Ellis. So the first corner kick opportunity comes up empty for Guerin Catholic. Bastard at midfield. He's pressured by Verberg. Now that one was tripped up. Nice defense by Abby Heck. And there'll be a throw-in for Avon.
We have played our first 10 minutes, and there is no score. Thanks for joining us here on Indiana SRN. You can also follow us on Twitter at Indiana SRN. You can see the top 5 in high school football on our website as well, so check us out. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Nice defense by Quinn to deflect Purdy to slow her down, and now Velazquez saves it to Purdy, and she winds it up, but it didn't get enough on it. And the first shot of the game for Avon ended up in the arms of Bailey Capella.
You know, the goalkeeper looks like a magic marker.
She does. I'll tell you, the soccer.
The neon green is wonderful.
The referee too. He's got some highlighted green going on. But the goalkeepers are able to flex their creativity with some fluorescence. Speaking of which, Purdy there keeping her honest. This is going to be plucked away, one would think, by Avon. And breaking all the way back to collect it was Kira Verberg.
Oh.
Verberg, one of the co-quarterbacks on the team. You saw her there breaking up the Guerin rush. This one bounding over Caroline Quinn to Velazquez, who tried to usher it over to Layla Miller. And this will be swept back to Capella, who sends it on. Nice aggressive play coming up. Darcy Bennett.
You know, in youth soccer, you see kids kick the ball as hard as they can. And,
careful now. They're not out of it yet. That has to be swept away. It's going to be a corner coming up for Avon.
That was a save. But in youth soccer, you see them kick the ball real hard. You see the kids controlling the ball a lot better. Guerin, fortunately, got saved there.
Yeah, they just averted what could have been a very dangerous situation. Do you know Indiana SRN streams more than 300 games a year that reach millions?
No.
You didn't? But if you would like to help us put more kids first by advertising Indiana SRN, please contact us at coach@indianasrn.org, and you will talk to the guy to my right.
Yes, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Sent in near post. Easy pickings for Bailey Capella, and she comes up firing. Can Guerin get a breakout here? It's McMahon. Pressure coming up from behind by Verberg. She makes one move on Wolfenbarger. Lines it up. Into the net!
Oh, my goodness. Nice shot.
Quincy McMahon with a rocket, and she took on two players. That was only two players involved for Guerin. The throw out from Capella, and Guerin Catholic converted what was a scoring opportunity for Avon into the first goal of the match for Guerin, and it looked like this. Bang.
I mean, that's just pure adrenaline. I do believe that's her first goal of the season, Jonathan. Her fourth goal of the season. Sorry about that.
But Guerin has at a very balanced offensive scoring output. Only McMahon is in double figures, and you can see why with a strike like that. And now here's something we had talked about earlier and in the pregame too. Avon, you get behind Guerin, they can maintain possession. You're going to have to flip the script somehow.
Yeah, because they will just keep the ball on their own end.
Here's Abel. Schlichty drops it back to Haley. Pouncing on it was Molly Williams. Now she leaves it over to Layla Miller. But you have to have very precise passes against this Guerin Catholic defense, as you saw McMahon coming all the way up to collect that one. Callie McGee fed it ahead to CeCe Leffler. Newly into the game. Teams can sub more or less freely in Indiana high school soccer. There are some mild restrictions just regarding the circumstances, as Darcy Bennett sent this one into one of her own teammates. Carmen Goodwin was there. Now Koger. Schlichty. She has one goal on the year. Chips it in. Opportunity for Guerin averted for the moment.
No hands called. Away. There was hand there. He doesn't call it. He passed on it.
And play on. And it will begin with Goodwin. Or not. Goodwin having to come back to range. And Avon, after the Quincy McMahon goal, 28 minutes to go in the match. A little over 12 minutes into it. And Guerin Catholic, they're looking to pile on with a throw in here.
Avon girls are up off the bench. Same as Guerin Catholic. How would you sit down? I mean, you couldn't sit down. You're so excited.
No, it's a huge game, too. And this is big for both of them. Avon, with the exception of the Brownsburg loss, their other two losses came against the two top teams in the state, Noblesville and Carmel, by a combined 3 goals. So they played both of the two best teams very closely, and Guerin's right up there in the mix. The Golden Eagles came in ranked number 8. And if you're Avon, this is a game you really, really want to get. Just build some confidence. This is their biggest test going ahead, at least in the rest of the schedule. There are 2 ranked teams remaining on Avon's slate, Zionsville and Plainfield coming up later. But here's the task at hand, and it's McMahon looking for another middle of the pitch, breaks inside, has an own goal, and scores again!
Oh, my goodness.
Her 5th goal of the year, 2nd of the match. And in less than 4 minutes, Quincy McMahon has given Guerin Catholic a 2-0 lead.
Also, substitutions for Avon coming onto the pitch. Number 4.
Here's the play right here.
Taylor Purdy.
Nice pass right here.
Number 7, Estelle Gardner.
And they just
number 12,
spread the
Abby Peck.
field on you, Jonathan. No one picked her up right here. Look at the open space here, Jonathan.
That's true. You can't give her a head of steam, and that's exactly what Avon did.
I mean, that's just all on herself at 24:58 of the first period.
McMahon, she was on the USA U20 team for a Nike International friendly, so several friendlies. So she's played at the highest level possible for a youth high school player or a high school player, and you can see it right there. That's what she's able to offer. And she mostly played defense for Team USA. But she's playing offense. She's been aggressive, and Guerin Catholic with a 2-0 lead with still 24 minutes to play and a miss hit by Capella. This one just ushered to the side, but it'll be a throw-in for Avon and an opportunity here for the Orioles.
Would this be the momentum that you would want to come out with the way the game has been built up so much tonight? This is the way you wanted to come up. This is the way you wanted to start. And if you're Guerin Catholic, now all you do is just hang on to the ball and make them make mistakes.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better myself. If you're Guerin Catholic, this has been the perfect start. And Katie Koger, not looking to be patient, is going to apply the pressure again. She's got all the defenders with her. Crosses up one. Nice move on Lauren Fitch. Sends it in. It's a dangerous one, but nobody was there for the entry. Koger will still battle with it. Sends it. That one just out of the reach of Callie McGee. But several Golden Eagles are there, including Emerson Jennings, who wins it back. Now McGee. Here's Bastard. 23 minutes to play, first half. Schlichty. Guerin Catholic is taking it right at Lauren Fitch on the right side. The header from McMahon is ushered to the side, and it will be a goal kick for Avon.
Just the cleats there, the boots, as you call them, the pink boots.
There's a lot of multicolored ones to
I seen bright orange ones on Saturday, and I had to wear my sunglasses, Jonathan.
That's the idea, is to be easily identified by the boots, as they call it across the pond.
The Buff game was postponed tonight. They will play tomorrow night at 7:30.
Katie Koger looking at him strike right now. This one chipped out of the way by Sam Miller, the defensive captain for Avon, and it should be a corner, the second of the match Catholic. For Guerin Catholic.
Because the girls are playing tonight. The girls are playing tonight. The boys will play tomorrow night. It's senior night tomorrow night, 7:30.
That's exciting.
At Heritage Christian. Might as well go and watch the game.
Might as well. Or you could sit at home and watch Guerin Catholic Boys and Cathedral here on Indiana SRN.
Or, if you like volleyball, you can watch the Covenant Christian Chittard volleyball game tomorrow evening as well on Indiana SRN.
Or if you get the app, you could do both. Here's another entry. Try it again. And this one sent high. And
just lost your picture, Kellyanne. It's just the main cam. I mean, your club cam's still going.
hey, there we are. It's Molly Williams breaking away, leaves it ahead for Carmen Goodwin.
Technology is so awesome.
It lets you watch it.
And it lets you fool to be watched.
Yeah. We're back and rolling. No change in the score. You saw that stay steady as Koger will leave it over.
Oh.
Near side Abel. McMahon.
You got to go back door here.
Nice entry. And this one will be another corner.
So, Jonathan, help me onside. Is there any way that can be offsides against Guerin at
Guerin
that
Catholic.
far deep into
Substitutions for both
on the
sides,
field
both
if
re-entering.
each player's on the
First
field?
for Avon,
It's
number 20,
possible,
Jessica
but it would be
Percy. And for
it'd be
Guerin
tough.
Catholic, number
The
7,
offensive
number
player would have to
19,
get
Emerson
beyond
Jennings.
the defender. So
Okay.
before the ball's passed. So once the ball's passed, you can make your runs.
Okay.
That's fine. And
Couple-
here's Abel for the corner, the third of the match for Guerin Catholic. Sent in, headed away by Avon.
Look at the aggressive play.
And McMahon stays with it. And she has been everywhere this match. Bastard. Battle with Goodwin. And it looks like the aggressive play by Carmen Goodwin won the throw in for Avon as we go inside 20 minutes to play here in the first half. The visiting Orioles in a hole. And it's been a result of this young lady, Quincy McMahon, who has been resplendent in this game. Both goals have been off her foot. Now Koger winds it up, misses high. So far, Keith, by unofficial count, Guerin Catholic has outshot Avon 7-1. And in the corners, Guerin Catholic has had 2 more than Avon has, 3-1.
That's why they're up 2-0.
That'll do it.
Oh, look at that little foot move. Centered.
A little too deep for Jennings. Pressure from behind by Abby Heck. Jennings took the fall, and Goodwin will dribble up the pitch. Velasquez. And now this gives Avon numbers. She's got Purdy to her left. Sent ahead to Velasquez, but too much to handle for the junior, who has authored 20 goal-scoring strikes in her career.
You see the official in the black hat there. That is Dave Howard. He is one of the best officials in the state of Indiana. So you have a great officiating crew working this game tonight.
Yeah, a great game so far, and maybe an opportunity for Avon. No, Bastard was there. But a 2-0 lead for Guerin Catholic. McMahon scored with 12 minutes into the match, and then again 16 minutes in. Now Velasquez looks to find an answer. Purdy. This 1-2 punch for Avon has not made a mark yet, but here's a drive high by Taylor Purdy, the younger sister of Jessica. Never miss a game and watch it as many times as you like. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe now. Get notifications about upcoming events like Guerin Catholic and Cathedral tomorrow boys soccer, or Covenant Christian and Bishop Chatard volleyball.
And Thursday we have number 1 Heritage Christian taking on Decatur Central in volleyball.
Go to YouTube, then click Indiana SRN and hit subscribe, and you can see all those.
Talking about that Heritage Christian team, they are now 15-0 and they've only played all 3 matches to sweep their season.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I stand corrected. Mount Vernon took them to 2 games, so it was 3 games to 2. So that's the only one they have stretched. Yes, it is a broadcast of drinks, and if they lose, I will never be able to do another Heritage Christian game again.
Koger sends this just left of goal.
But, you look at this conference, that Guerin's in with Heritage Christian and Covenant Christian, Roncalli. It is a brutal, brutal conference in every single sport.
It's fun. It reminds me a lot. I mean, obviously having a bunch of the Catholic schools makes the Big East comparison pretty apt, but it's a lot like Big East and football. Big East doesn't have that, but the football, a lot of competitive games. Basketball, very competitive. The girls soccer team for Guerin is going to meet about every Circle City team coming up in the next 2 weeks. But it's a fun conference to cover, and we're happy that you've joined us to watch at least one of those teams here on Indiana SRN this evening.
And
go ahead.
Well, while we're thanking people, we want to thank Ryan Davis and the whole entire administration staff at Guerin Catholic, allowing us to do what we do, and they are a big time member of our family, and we really enjoy being part of their family. And I know that we've had a lot of nice positive emails and letters sent to us and to their association and their school. We thank you very much. Keep writing those, please.
Chance here for Avon. But Ellis will pull up. Right at the middle of the pitch, and another 50-50 ball, one away by Guerin Catholic.
We'd like to thank you for listening today and watching today. We'd like to hear from you during the game. Tweet us at Indiana SRN. Shoot us a shot. Shoot us a hi or a hello, and we'll get you a shout out at Indiana SRN. We're watching our Twitter account while you're watching your game.
This one sent in by Taylor Purdy. She was looking for her sister Jessica, and it's been one away by Guerin, at least for the moment. CeCe Leffler in a little tussle here with Darcy Bennett. And Bennett has stonewalled her, and this one plucked away by Verberg. Oh, just out of reach of Taylor Purdy. She was leaning the wrong way. McMahon. Bastard. Another opportunity here. Emerson Jennings on the far side. But it's plucked away. Heck tries to save it. I don't know if she did. It's going to be looks like it's going to be a corner for Guerin Catholic. Their fourth.
Corner, Guerin Catholic.
Want to thank Mary Quinn for checking us out tonight. Also, the Guerin Catholic volleyball team and cross-country team is watching. And Steve McClure down in Southport, Indiana, checking us out tonight.
Thanks, Steve. Quick fire. Alyssa Ferry was the target. Take your pick of which player is going to come in for this one. Lining it up and scoring again from distance.
And the 27th minute goal for Guerin Catholic. Number 8, Quincy McMahon. Her third of the game and 6th of the season.
This is what a hat trick looks like, folks.
Correction on the scoring there. Goal by number 7, Evelyn Evie Bassard.
Okay.
So it's not what a hat trick looks like. That's what you get when you trust the PA announcers, Keith.
The start on the goal at 13-12.
And that is her first goal of the year and her third of her career. And that one was pretty.
Oh, so now you're up 3-0, Jonathan, with 13 minutes to play. What you got to regroup here if you're Avon.
You do. They need to make something happen too. And this is what they have the talent to do it, but they need to be able to execute it. And a team of Guerin's caliber, they might just keep piling it on. For the record, the most goals scored by Guerin this season was 4. It was a 4-0 blanking of conference rival Bishop Chatard.
And that game was at Bishop Chatard.
It was indeed. See twilight falling on the pitch. Alyssa Ferry commanding the ball. Leffler now. Fires it ahead, trying to do the give and go, but too far ahead of Ferry, and this one scooped up by the Virginian, Kendall Ellis.
And one of the things in soccer, you cannot call a timeout, so you have to regroup on the field. You have to adjust on the field, and that makes this tough. This sport's really tough.
Abel tries to send it ahead, and this one, Darcy Bennett will just send it back to Ellis, and that's true. A lot of, especially world football broadcasts, they will be talking about things like belief and confidence, and your team needs to have that to make those adjustments, because it is hard. If you can't just call, as you said, you can't just call timeout and regather on the sideline. And with 11:30 to play, Guerin Catholic, they haven't already delivered a knockout blow, is looking for another. Abel. Sends it in. This one poked away by Verberg. And sent on by Quinn to Ellis.
It's a nice boot.
That one's headed away from Purdy, and that was another opportunity. Ellis got the ball to one of the two key Avon Orioles, but never mind as Guerin's defense is able to give it up to their star player, Quincy McMahon. Jennings, another goal! Guerin Catholic is pouring it on. McMahon twice, Bestard, and then less than 3 minutes later, Emerson Jennings scores her second of the year.
In the 29th minute, goal, Guerin Catholic, number 19.
Set up by
Emerson
McMahon,
Jennings,
leaves it
her
up,
second of the
and
season.
Emerson Jennings, top.
Well, if you look at the percentage of goals and shot on goals,
Substitution for
they're in the
Guerin Catholic,
mid-70s.
coming back on. Number 9,
It's going
Bush.
quite well.
And number 25, Katie.
Well, definitely. This is an impressive performance by Guerin. And if you can wonder, Bishop Chatard, they were last rankings, they were one of the top teams in 2A. Well, Avon's a top 10 team in 3A, and Guerin is hammering them here at home. Koger.
Like to be on a fly on the wall
they
on the
like-
sideline tonight at halftime.
That's the 11th shot unofficially by Guerin.
11 shot, and they have 4 goals. That's pretty
Really
impressive.
good.
Yeah.
Really good. Now you see number 1 in white. Fun story. That's Lexi Carmack, who is one of the 3 goalies for Avon. For senior night, they put her on the pitch for her first field time as a field player, and she scored in her first game in the field as a senior. And then she's been back. That was way back against Park Tudor earlier in the season, first game of the year, and then she has been a regular since, at least coming on, getting some field minutes, and that's due to the 2 tremendous juniors who are in goal for Avon. 4 goals from Guerin aside. The Avon has some fantastic goalies, but Guerin has put them under duress this entire time, and here's another opportunity. This one's sent on from Capella. One back, at least momentarily, by Avon. Molly Williams wanted to feed it ahead to Velasquez, and Capella will gobble it up. At the 28-minute mark, Quincy McMahon scored her first. Then at the 25 mark, McMahon again. 13 was Bestard, and then about 10 and a half minutes left in the first half, Emerson Jennings scored the 4th goal of the match. And that is how that's how we got here. A lot of air under that one. There'll be another throw in for Avon, and now Avon just creeping up the side of the pitch. Another throw in for Layla Miller. Velasquez. And you see, Keith, here's Carmack, and this is off the head of Purdy, off the knee of Williams.
You almost see just the unsureness of Avon. Just want to make sure that they keep it under control a little bit.
Ooh, and taking the fall was Alyssa Ferry, and it does appear, but you almost can't. You're down 4. You're down, and the way Avon has been playing. This has been a staggering performance by Guerin here in this first half. I mean, Avon over their last 4 matches, they've scored 21 goals. They've given up 7, but this is a complete change of script from what Avon's used to have been doing. Molly Williams trying to get there, but Guerin just a beat faster yet again. Koger weaving through. Still has possession before just losing at the very end, and Carmack will chase it out. Throw in for Guerin. Follow us on Twitter at
Substitution
Indiana
for Guerin
SRN. You can get score
Coming on, number
updates,
10,
game day
Caitlin
schedules, and
Freeze.
much
And number
more.
6,
That's
CC
at
Leffler.
Indiana SRN on Twitter. You got our cool little graphics for all the games coming up.
Oh, yeah.
They do our Twitter team does a very good job keeping you up to date on what's happening, and Emerson Jennings is happening right there before Kendall Ellis snuffed it out.
Sean Crawl, Jerry Collins, part of that committee. They keep me away from that because I don't spell well, and 2, I'm not a very good Twitter.
But fortunately, we have some people that
Are better than that, yes.
You build on find strengths and build on them.
But see, they can't make pizza like I can because I go to Giacomo's to make sure I get my pizza. So
that's a good strategy.
I missed it this Friday night. I got Taco Bell in our pregame meal instead of pizza.
We go all over on Fridays. Lots of games, including Guerin Catholic at Roncalli.
We had our first trip to Twin Lakes on Saturday night with Tinley. It was a fantastic drive. Wet drive, but it was fantastic.
Speaking of which.
Oh, my, that's almost there.
Why not?
Jonathan, we have been everywhere in the state of Indiana, and it's great fans and great support. We appreciate everybody supporting us. We love what we do.
Coming up with 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Gerhardt. She's accurate from there. More of a passing role to Abel, and Guerin has scored a lot of their goals from attacking from the right side. Ella Wolfenbarger was not giving her there.
Corner, Guerin Catholic.
It'll be another corner for Guerin. This will be the 5th of the game.
Yeah, talk about our app, Jonathan. Have you seen our app?
I've downloaded it.
I have too. You can get our app and just download it. It will show you every game we have.
Corner kick.
Substitution for Guerin
Or
Catholic.
a
Number
couple
23,
subs, and here we
Gardner.
play. That's right at the near post, and glances off of. That's Wolfenbarger, and another corner kick coming up for Guerin.
If she's not there, that's
Corner,
in the goal.
Guerin Catholic.
Nice placement, but we'll try it again. At least the Golden Eagles will.
Now, she cannot be in the box. She can be in the box, but she cannot actually be over that line, correct? She has to be in the field of play.
I believe so. Here's another near post. This one ahead. We'll try it again. We're just going to do this for the 3rd time.
For the next 3 minutes and
Corner,
48 seconds?
Guerin Catholic.
Might as well. It's be the 7th corner now. But yeah, on the Indiana SRN app, you can watch all sorts of games, both live and rewatch.
It's a good app. Halftime tonight, we'll go over our football schedule as we try this one more time.
Tried a different strategy that time and ends up on Koger's boot.
How many times do you think they practice that a week?
It looks like, I don't know how many times they do it actually, but it looks like a lot. They got that down.
They get the ball in really quick, too.
And Guerin not satisfied with just 4. They want a 5th. Gerhardt. Can she get there? No. Verberg with head of steam.
Speed.
She's got Velazquez ahead of her. Purdy towards her left. Amy Velazquez. Blocked away.
Great defense.
Now CC Leffler. And Guerin wins possession again.
Clear across the field. Excellent play.
Nice weaving by Koger. She's got room. Off Ellis. The 2nd is blocked again. The 3rd also blocked.
Great defense, Avon.
That got a delight from the visiting fans.
2 minutes.
Gerhardt sends it. Getting back on side, it was Schlichty. The left, saved by Ellis.
3 shots on goals in less than 45 seconds. How about that?
And by a rough count, I have 15 for Guerin to 1 for Avon. So if you add that out, Ellis has a ton of saves, but The 4 that squeak by are the ones that matter. Quinn. Inside 90 minutes to play here, first half. A dominant first half by the Guerin Catholic offense. 2 goals from McMahon, 1 from Evie Bastard, and 1 from Emerson Jennings.
Look at them fighting for the ball.
Yeah, there is no dwindling in Guerin Catholic's drive as this first half winds down. 60 seconds to play. And Gerhardt and Guerin still have the possession, but this one slightly misplayed, but sweeping in was Jennings.
Centered.
It's Koger. Crosses up Bennett. Weaves through. This one off a defender. And Bennett will send this away. Avon 30 seconds away from exhaling, but they're not there yet. Freeze. Oh, that just caught Schlichty leaning the wrong way. Gerhardt with 20 seconds to go. Misplayed by Bennett.
10.
Schlichty
9,
fighting for it. Schlichty
8,
won it for a moment.
7,
And
6,
at long last for Avon,
4,
they can take a
3,
breather at halftime
2,
because Guerin
1.
unloaded a cannon on them in the first half. 4 goals, 2 by Quincy McMahon, 1 by Evie Bastard, 1 by Emerson Jennings. 4-0 going to halftime here on Golden Eagle TV. Let's check this out once more. This was quite impressive by the Avon defense. And Keith, they were down by 4 at the moment.
There's 2, 3, and then this is the amazing one. It's great defense.
Please enjoy the musical stylings, Mr. Bob Quinn.
Nice fight by Avon, nice fight by Guerin, and the Golden Eagles lead on Golden Eagle TV, presented by Indiana SRN, 4-0 at the half.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Life comes at you fast, so it's important to have some help along the way.
Ah, my favorite patient. Ah, my favorite patient.
When the dust settles, it doesn't always end as anticipated. Embrace the journey and care for the ones around you.
My favorite patient.
For everything else and every stage in between,
my favorite patient.
Methodist Sports Medicine is here for you.
I'm Mary. Welcome to Guerin Catholic High School. Many people believe that we're just like any other school, but I'm here today to show you that we're not. At Guerin Catholic, we are family. Now I know that sounds crazy, right? How can a school be like a family? Well, it all starts with St. Theodore Guerin herself. Her charisms inspire us every day. She's been praying for us since before the school was built, before we were even born. On one of her many resting places, it says, "I sleep, but I watch over the house that I have built." As a student, it's so inspiring to know that we have our own saint in heaven praying for us every day. But if you really want to understand what Guerin Catholic's all about, there's a lot more you need to know about us, starting with who we are. Mother Guerin also has some advice for the teachers. She says, love the children first, then teach them. It is these wise words that inspires our teachers to motivate students and look for the best ways to meet each student where they are. You might think with all this love, academics might not be important, but there is nothing further from the truth. It is because of our faith in seeking the truth that we aspire to know all that we can know. But we can't stop there. We have to know how to think about the knowledge in order to make a difference in the world. Whether you need a little extra help or you're ready to be challenged with an international baccalaureate diploma or anything in between, there is a place for you at Guerin Catholic. But we're not just about academics around here. At Guerin Catholic, we are well-rounded. There are so many ways for you to get involved. Obviously, we have sports. We have 21 athletic teams, including swimming. And if you don't play a sport, we're all about supporting those that do. Our student sections are so much fun. We are spirited. And we also have 43 clubs. So if you don't see anything you like, you can start another one. We also have band, choir, orchestra, and theater. We are involved. At Guerin Catholic, there are so many ways for you to discover and use the gifts that God has given you. We are creative. Getting involved in these activities is not just about having fun. It's also about developing skills that help you become a great leader and providing opportunities for you to lead. At Guerin Catholic, we are leaders. Another great way for you to grow as a leader is through service opportunities. There are so many ways for you to share your gifts with others. Mother Guerin says, you will be happy yourself in making others happy. That's what service is all about. By connecting to local organizations or through mission trips, you'll have plenty of opportunities to serve. At Guerin Catholic, we are compassionate. There are so many opportunities to travel at Guerin Catholic, from mission trips to Costa Rica to performing in New York City. We are explorers. You will find the Guerin Catholic community all around the world, working, singing, and learning, all to get closer to Christ. Here we are at our chapel. This is where I leave you. But as you think about your future, I'll give you one last piece of advice from Mother Guerin. Do not give way to uneasiness about the future. Place yourself gently into the hands of Providence.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Parents, do you like free food? Hike it on over to Prodigy Burger and Bar, where Monday is family night and kids eat free. Every day you can find daily specials featuring craft burgers, tacos, wings, and more. Prodigy is now playing the NFL Sunday Ticket on more than 25 TVs, so you won't miss a second of your favorite teams. Prodigy also caters, hosts private events, as well as dine and donates. Celebrate your school spirit with us at Prodigy Burger and Bar. More than just burgers. Located in Clay Terrace in Carmel.
Guerin Catholic and Avon here in Indiana SRN on Golden Eagle TV, presented by Indiana SRN. Alongside Keith Myers, I'm Jonathan Mathis. And Avon, over the last 3 games since September 5th, the Avon, we'll go back a little bit further. They played a doubleheader back on September 5th, and since then, Avon has outscored their opponents, I'll put it this way, they've scored 22 goals since September 5th. And they're getting outscored 4-0 tonight. So how do you figure?
Let's watch the goals here. Here's the first goal of the night at McMahon. I think we just missed the goal. Let's try that again. But McMahon scored at 27:52. There you go. A shot deep in center of the field. Made it 1-0. Goal number 2 then came about 3 minutes later, Jonathan, and I'll let you take it. You could describe it just like you did before.
Well, it's Quincy McMahon yet again, and you'll see this is, just fantastic footwork. Weaves it inside, gets some space, bam! That's how you get to 2, and to correct my point from earlier, Avon has been out opponents by a scale 3-1 over the last 5 games.
Then goal number 3 at 13:12 of the first period, Broussard. And we thought this was McMahon, but Broussard, that's just nothing but a line drive. That's a beautiful. That would be an extra point for football for you.
Perfect. It's a light bend in at the very end, but Guerin was not done. Emerson Jennings followed it up, not a little less than 3 minutes later on this one. The one-touch wind-up, that's what they call two-touch in soccer. Not as pretty as Bastard's, but not that bad. So 4-0 the score. Coming into today, Avon, they have been looking really good. They still have been looking really strong, but Guerin Catholic jumped all over them in that first half. Just like how Indiana SRN jumps all over high school sports here in Central Indiana. We got a lot coming up.
Yeah, Friday night, Traders Point at Frontier, Mount Vernon at Delta. Guerin Catholic takes on Roncalli. Chittard Southport, that will be a great game for you. Also, Tinley taking on Covenant Christian. Covenant Christian 4-0. And a lot of games for you, and a great game soccer-wise, boys. That's a girls' soccer game. Evansville Memorial, the defending state champions, if I remember correctly, takes on Guerin Catholic on Saturday at 2:30. Jonathan Mathis and Brett Goodridge. I've heard a lot of reports back. We'd like to hear Brett come back, and he's with you Tuesday night. He's back with you on Saturday, and I get to produce your game on Saturday. So if we get on the air, we should be pretty good.
Yeah, that matchup on Saturday, Guerin, as you see him right now. Well, what else do you need to see if you're looking for the Guerin perspective? But Memorial will enter that one number 6 in the state, so 8 and number 6. And then tomorrow we have the boys, number 5, Guerin Catholic and Cathedral. Here's Emerson Jennings back on the pitch, trying to weave it towards didn't want to offer that one up to Koger, now Avon. And for the Orioles, you just want to see strength of character, strength of will, get some dents into the score, and just build some confidence. But a 4-0 comeback seems and looks impossible. You can only do it by just going one at a time. They got to win possession first, and there's still plenty of time for that. But Guerin's been maintaining it here for the first minute. Jennings, Koger, middle of the pitch. Chased by Sam Miller. Leaves it in, and this one plucked away. I'll have to double check to see the number of the goalie, whether they've Avon switched. They frequently do. Katie Hoffbauer would be the second goalie, and Avon, if you just look at the shots against Avon and the goals, it's easy to overlook, but Avon has 2 fantastic goalies on their squad, and they'll play both of them. But Guerin's offense, you saw in those replays, was just outstanding in that first half. No opportunity for Velasquez. Abel sends it up. Gerhardt will usher it over. Shaylin Hussey leaves it ahead for Emerson Jennings. Guerin still in the hunt for a fifth. In front of the goal, no. And this one sent high and into the back net.
I'm going to sneak in a 15-second ad in here. It's pretty quick. You don't have to announce anything.
And now we'll restart this one. 2.5 minutes in. Guerin staying the aggressor. Already getting a couple shots on. Here's Hussey. Gerhardt. And Abel will have to chase it all the way over. So now 3 minutes in here, second half, and Avon, if you're looking for that fleeting hope, they haven't been able to win the ball, haven't been able to maintain possession as McMahon fires an entry pass. This one tipped high. Chance here for Guerin yet again. Can Koger contain it? Turns it around, off one player, now room, and that one's fielded cleanly.
She asked for the pass the other way. Right thing to do.
Sent it behind her. That'll be the throw in for Taylor Purdy and Avon. Making the run was Verberg. She'll be rewarded for it. Now she has to size up Quincy McMahon, and McMahon took it right away from her. Now McMahon and Verberg, they battled momentarily. Nice entry. Couple players there. Jennings wasn't deep enough pass to get to her. Now Schlichty will try. Pressured by Molly Williams. Into the box and offsides. First of the game against Guerin.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Okay.
Darcy Bennett's honors. Dropped all the way back to Lauren Fitch. It was one of the players targeted a bunch by Guerin's offense. They were attacking from the right side with through balls. Most of those goals, just fantastic blasts. At least two of them were robust, just strikes. Here's Koger working on Bennett. Couldn't get enough on it. Still not out of harm's way yet. This one sent out of play for a throw-in.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Play on. That's what the app looks like, folks. If you want it, you can get it for free. Just go to the App Store and download it. You can watch your games anywhere.
Over and over again if you join our YouTube page.
Please do. Gerhardt for the first corner of the second half for Guerin Catholic. They had a robust advantage in corner kicks in the first half. Sends it in. Now that's headed just outside. It'll be another corner for Guerin Catholic.
I don't know what you do, Jonathan, but what I do on Friday nights is I go home after doing a game on Friday night, get up early Saturday morning, and watch the 4 video games that we did on Friday night. Just watch the replay, see how we can improve, and great actions. Great high school football on Indiana SRN.
Here's the entry right in front of the goal. Chipped in again. A 5th goal.
We're waiting, folks, because we don't want to be wrong.
47th minute goal, Guerin Catholic. Number 7, Evelyn Evie, the star.
That's her second. And it looked like this.
Her second of the season. assisted by number 13, Haley Abel, her second of the season.
Thank you, PA announcer guy.
So at the 7-minute mark, 7-minute mark of the second half, they just poured it on 5-0. Now what do you do, Jonathan? Let's put Coach's hat on. Do you try just to get momentum, just getting 1, 2?
Well, if you're Guerin, might as well just keep going.
No, I'm talking about Avon. How do you work into Avon's psyche here?
Well, you capitalize an opportunity like this, Keith. Velasquez lines one up, but fielded cleanly by Capella. But you need to be able to get chances. If you're Avon, almost pretend like it's 0-0 and go back to trying to play your game that's been so successful, and this was going to be a call against Verberg. But it boggles the mind to reflect on Saturday, this Avon team beat Ben Davis 11-1. And then they come around 2 days later, and Guerin Catholic is handing it to them. And Guerin, they beat Roncalli on Saturday, just 2-0. Free kicks and all the way on. Bennett didn't get enough on it. See if Guerin can capitalize again. Able to the far side. Sent in, that one swept out of play. Or it's not out of play yet. It'll be kept in play. Gerhardt broke Heck's ankles.
Did you see? That's impressive.
Put her on skates. Moved by McMahon. Weaving in. Sends it hard.
Is that in?
It is. Another goal. I'm getting so used to it. That was an impressive angle of attack.
For Guerin Catholic, number 8, Quincy McMahon.
There's the hat trick for you.
Yeah, there it is. And it looked like this. So and we know the angle taken on the near side. That strike clipped off of the goalie Hoffbauer and into the net, and now it is 6-0 in favor of Guerin Catholic.
So
that's McMahon's 6th goal of the year. Bastard now has 2 on the season. Emerson Jennings also has 2. And that accounts for all 6 of Guerin Catholic's goals scored by 3 girls. Velasquez. For Goodwin. Trying the Guerin approach. Attack from the right side. But the Golden Eagles were all over it, at least for the moment. Purdy. Poke tie. Nice job by Olivia Labus subbing in goal for Guerin Catholic. Olivia, her older brothers, her family, very athletic family. She plays multiple sports, but both of her brothers played football at DePaul. Matt and Jake.
She was going out at the rebound right there. That's her basketball skills right there.
Just dunked it on top of the cage. Here's the first corner of the half by Sam Miller. Trying to turn around on it was Purdy, and this one swept away. And Guerin scored on an opportunity like this in the first half. Koger, 2 players tumble. Wolfenbarger had to pick herself off pretty quickly. Left ahead, Verberg steals it away, and now it's Goodwin. A quarter of this half gone. And Guerin picked up this second half right where they left off of the first. Scoring twice in quick succession. Velasquez. Sawyer. And then she takes a foot tumble after Amy Velasquez gave her a little nudge. No card, just playing on. Gerhardt.
Oh,
nice.
Got numbers.
Emerson Jennings has Koger in the middle. Slows down the pace. Looks for space. She had 3 players around her, and Goodwin comes up with it. This one fired blindly towards midfield, and it's easily maintained by Guerin Catholic. Bestard leaves it to the far side. Making the run. McMahon.
Well, she wind up.
2 players did. One off the shin guard, one off the shoulder. And Guerin, when they're taking shots, you're going to feel it. Did you miss the game everyone was talking about? Like, I don't know, this one? Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and never miss a game again with pregame notifications. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Hit that red button and hit that bell. It gives you a reminder, and you get to watch replays over and over and over again.
28 minutes to play here, second half, and what has been I don't think it's embellished. This arguably the most impressive performance Guerin's had this season. They've had a couple shutout victories, but the 2-0 against Zionsville, when you looked at that time, you looked at 2 very evenly projected teams, but this game matched up with 2 top 10 teams, and Guerin has looked incredible.
I would think flawless. That would be a good word.
Yeah, they've clean slate so far, and then they've dominated the offensive possession, the defenders. They haven't given Avon's 2 fantastic forwards much room to breathe, and Velasquez and Purdy combined for 16 goals between them so far this season. But they haven't been able to get really any scoring opportunities. Here's Jessica Purdy. At least they haven't had any yet. Here's Velasquez. And now Estelle Gardner, the transfer from Dubai. And she isn't given any room. Velasquez has it, winds it up. That turned out to a little dinker, and now it's Schlichty for Guerin Catholic.
Get around her. Check her up.
Koger with the left.
Oh.
And that's just scooped up by Hoffbauer.
Yeah, if she hit that a little bit harder, I think that would have been a little bit different. Now what you do is just control the ball, right, Jonathan? I mean, the more time you have it on your end.
And the more you maintain possession, the better. But Guerin, they're not worried about that. They're looking for another. Jennings is still in play. Koger. Through the yelps and the squeaks in the stands, Koger has the 4th shot of the half right in the arms of Hoffbauer.
She just went after that ball.
Yeah, Guerin, they are not content. They're just playing. Let's a clip of this one in a moment, but Guerin not content with just maintaining. This was earlier. And then here comes the chance from Koger.
Look at the goalie. Eyes on the ball. Great play.
Nice balance by Hoffbauer.
Waiting for the ball to get out of the parking lot.
She sent that one all the way to Carmel. Those 6 goals for Guerin. With 28 minutes to play in the first half, Quincy McMahon scored the first. Then with 25 minutes to play, McMahon got the second. Evie Bestard scored with 13 minutes to play. Then Emerson Jennings with 10.5. And then the second half, Bestard with just not even 7 minutes into the second half. And then McMahon scored not yet, about 8.5 minutes in.
can hear the Avon crowd still encouraging their team.
They want a foul, they're going to get it.
Official blowing his whistle, trying to get some order. Is this going to be a...
no, I just started talking. I was wondering.
Just a warning. I thought it might have been a yellow card here.
Yeah,
we saw 3 in a row last week.
Yeah, the Guerin Catholic Roncalli game. The fellas got a little frisky.
Little
Four cards, and 1 red. This one sent in and off camera.
Substitutions for Guerin Catholic. Coming on, number 6, Cece Leffler. Number 22, Alyssa Ferry.
Now Capella, no rush.
And number 12, Callie
That ball
McGee.
is live.
Substitution comes on a live ball.
No, this ball was. I thought it was. It looked like it must have been when she first passed out to Quinn. It was before the referee gave the whistles. The only sense that would make. And this will be a throw in for Guerin Catholic. Velasquez trying to defend that pass. That was Jessica Purdy. Leaves it out for Amy. Towards the middle. And swept away. Pouncing up quickly, though, is Lauren Fitch. Didn't get enough on that one, and McGee got her boot in the way. And this one is over Kilger. And now Avon keeping the pressure on the Guerin Catholic defense for the most consistent extent of this entire match. But yet again, it's Guerin on a bit of a breakaway. Jennings trying to weave through a couple Orioles. Winds it up, sends it right side and high.
Indiana SRN is very excited to be part of the success of this team. As we prepare for the next season, we are humbly to ask you to consider supporting us. Every donation, big or small, gets us one step closer to putting another kid on TV. For grandma who lives out of the state, for viewing parties in Texas, and our troops in the Middle East. All who watch our streams. To help us, simply go to our website at indianasrn.org and hit the donate button. Do it now. It makes it easy for you. Thank you for supporting high school sports and Indiana SRN. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
21 and 30 seconds left in this game. A match dominated by Guerin Catholic for the vast majority of it, and the Golden Eagles have not slowed down since. Velasquez. In front was Gardner. Now Jessica Purdy. Here's Amy Velasquez. Winds one up. Capella. It's Caitlin Freeze, one of the seniors. Freeze, number 10. She was one of the members of the Guerin Catholic team who played on their state championship run in 2017, where Guerin came up just a little short in that matchup. These are from Velasquez.
Jonathan, you see a lot more soccer than I do, and I know you keep an eye on high school soccer. Is this Guerin Catholic team a contender in 2A?
3A.
3A?
I think so. The big test would be how they would play a team like Carmel yet again, because last time they played, it was competitive, but Guerin did not score. Carmel won 2-0, and Carmel's fantastic goalie Erin Baker was rarely tested. And the one time she came through. But I mean, there's some fantastic teams in 3A. Guerin right up there. Avon's very good, but they have not. But Guerin's looked way better tonight, and Labus plucks this one away. The top 10 just came out today in girls soccer. Noblesville, Carmel, Hamilton Southeastern, Valparaiso, St. Joseph from South Bend, and Evansville Memorial have been a steady top 6 for a couple weeks. Here's a cutback by Gardner. And this one sent well high over the head of Labus. The change came after that. Bloomington South 7, Guerin Catholic moved up to 8, Avon dropped to 10, and Castle moved up a spot to 9th. But those 10 schools have been at the front of the rankings for quite a while. And there's a lot of those teams will appear on the upcoming schedule for Guerin Catholic as they go ahead. Number 6, Memorial, is on Saturday. Number 5, St. Joseph, is on Saturday the 26th. 12th ranked Fishers is on the final game of the regular season for Guerin Catholic at Fishers on October 1st. Avon plays Zionsville on Saturday, and then Plainfield next are in 2 Mondays' time to wrap up their schedule, and all those teams are ranked. So there'll be room for Avon to show their stuff and to continue to acclimate for the postseason. They're going to have to rebound after this one.
Sectional drawing show on the IHSAA TV coming up Sunday in 2 weeks on Sunday.
Coming good one. Now Molly Williams, this one plucked away from behind.
That's always a good show, watching the drawing show.
Yeah, that's always exciting. Battling for it was Freeze, and she comes away with it. Trying to set up her teammate in the middle was Lily Snyder. Now CC Leffler winds one up. No contest.
Big games on football this week. As Roncalli Guerin Catholic, one of our games this week. Should be a fun game to watch. You'll be on assignments Friday night.
Yeah, but we'll be able to tune in. I will be able to. You can too, by the app or YouTube channel. Velasquez, chance here. But she's pinched off by Haley Abel and Caroline Quinn. But Abel under duress from Amy Velasquez. Quinn sends it right to Jessica Purdy. Broke back on McGee. Scooped up by Labus. Olivia getting a lot of playing time here in the second half. Bailey Capella, the junior, had beat out the senior for the most of the starts, but Labus gonna have her chances here too. This one easy. Leffler.
Just ball control. Pretty impressive.
Snyder was the one ahead, and look out, all those poor posters on the side just got kicked. A lot of seniors on both soccer teams, and you can see their portraits along that fence right at the bottom of the screen. And this one is sent into the heavens.
We always called that Hall of Fame row right there.
And a lot of talent among that group. The 2020 class, or the 2021 class. The 2022 class for Guerin Soccer, both boys and girls, also quite talented. Same for Avon. Amy Velasquez is just a junior. Estelle Gardner, a junior. Verberg, a junior for the Orioles.
Also, this JV team won today 3-0. Guerin Catholic wins 3-0. So, pretty talented JV squad they have.
Freeze kicks it out of the corner. And here's Jessica Purdy, the senior captain. Feeds it ahead. Estelle Gardner sends it in. Velasquez was there, but just misplayed. But Purdy's there. Can she one-time it? No, she has to set up her teammate, Molly Williams. Williams doesn't get enough juice on that one, and it's another easy save for Olivia Labus. And I think it will be a hydration break, it looks like. We'll be back in a moment here on Golden Eagle TV, presented by Indiana SRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Don't miss any games, whether in the past or in the present, on Indiana SRN's YouTube channel. When you're there, click subscribe. You can click the bell for alerts of upcoming events. We'd love to have you and get you as in touch with Indiana high school sports as possible. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Going on for both sides. First for Avon, number 4, Taylor Purty.
I took a hydration break there,
Sam
too. I was
Miller.
following the players' lead.
11,
Were you taking the lead?
Miller.
I was taking
And
the
number 24,
hydration break.
Bennett.
Gotcha.
Entering for Guerin Catholic, number 21,
15 minutes, 21 seconds to play in this one.
Mackenzie.
Up
Work.
next for Guerin Catholic is a very busy schedule. Tomorrow they travel to Heritage Christian. Not that big of a trip, but they'll make it. Then they'll be home on Saturday against Memorial from Evansville. That's at 2:30. Memorial is number 6 in the state. Guerin number 8. Number 7, or Estelle Gardner, looking to pounce here. Sends it in. Too high for Purdy. And this will be a free kick for Avon. Sam Miller won those honors. Avon's next game is Saturday at home against Zionsville. 14:30 to play. Miller, a one hopper to Labus. Now when ushered away, it'll be a throw-in for Guerin Catholic.
You know, if you want to be a part of the game of soccer, like you want to be in one of those green shirts that the officials are wearing, we're looking for officials in all sports in Indiana.
Substitution for Guerin Catholic. Coming on,
Contact the
23,
Indiana High
Warren.
School Athletic Association office and ask for Sandra Walters. Tell her you'd like to be an official. She'll set you up. We need officials. We need people like you to referee the games that we love.
Yeah.
Indiana SRN supports our officials. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Yeah, it's especially a really good way if former player wanting to stay involved in the game.
Stay in shape.
That is true. You got to run around with flags. Who doesn't want to have that? Here's Freeze. Lines it up, but too much under it.
I talked to Sandra the other day about the officiating and trying to get officials, and our average age of official is around 52 years old, so we need some young guys and girls that want to call this game.
Yeah, young guys and girls.
I did it for 25 years, Jonathan. Loved it.
And now you got to watch them and comment on them. Talk them up. Taylor Purdy, stolen away. CC Leffler.
She still has. I tell you what, she still has to get the unction to score anytime she wants.
Yeah, Leffler has goal to her credit in her career, and she's going to have a free kick here from this left side. CC Leffler, one of the sophomores on this Guerin Catholic roster. There aren't many underclassmen. She's joined by Lauren Gardner, a defender. Leffler, nice entry. Popped up. That's a long run to run that down, but CC did it. McKeever. Tried to leave it over for Mackenzie Wirt, one of the juniors. McKeever. Freeze, who just chipped one over the goal. This one is swept to the left. Now, a lot of the players on the pitch right now for Guerin don't get to play that often, and you can see they're trying to add themselves to the scoring book. Any goal you're able to get, always a moment of celebration in Indiana high school soccer, or soccer in general. Quincy McMahon's got 6 of them on the season, 3 of them tonight.
You know, one thing I've learned about soccer, if you come close,
here comes
the yellow card. Come close to getting knocked down, you just fall.
That is against Amy Velasquez. And off she's going to run. 11 minutes to play. Impressive performance by Guerin Catholic. They're going to rise to 4-1-1 on the season, and they are undefeated since August 22nd.
Got to get her shoe on.
That's important.
Everybody's waiting for her, and she knows. This is when you get real nervous because everybody's waiting for you, and then you forget to tie you tie your shoe.
Does the rabbit go around it, or
what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
The Guerin Catholic's goals scored average will increase from this game from 1.6 to 2.3. That's a gigantic increase this late in the season. Avon looking to do the same. Verberg leaves it over. And that one's just wide. Goal kick for Olivia Labus and the Golden Eagles.
Substitutions for Avon coming on. Number 14, Cassidy Verberg. Number 16, Madeline Rogers. Number 19, Liliana Landeros. And
Take
number
a look at our schedule for tomorrow. Volleyball on the network, 6:30. Covenant Christian taking on Chittard on a CCC conference game. Boys soccer, Cathedral at Guerin Catholic, 7 o'clock start. Jonathan will have the call with Brett Goodrich. And then Thursday volleyball, number 1 Heritage Christian taking on a very good Decatur Central Ball Club at 7 o'clock right here on the networks. Load of football games for you, and don't forget to listen to Behind the Stripes every Friday night and every Monday.
You have any teasers for the fine people at home to listen to your show?
I got a great guest this week. I got an athletic director from New York City who's going to be talking about what they're doing instead of playing football. They're trying to do keep kids in shape by doing more exercise and a little bit of intramural flag football.
Interesting.
So, yeah, join us.
CC Leffler wants to join the scoring column. Got a long way to go to turn this around. Oh, there's a nice move. She's got a step. Chips it in. High and out of play.
Airs every Monday on our demand, and then every Friday Behind the Stripes 30 minutes before kickoff on Indiana SRN.
And a corner kick for Guerin. This will be the third. It's a fun program you have going on. A little different perspective on the sporting world.
Brenda Hilton from Illinois joins me every week. It's a great show. We're in week 17 of that show. Can you believe that?
17.
Yes,
You're
sir.
like getting ready for the playoffs. Sent in by Freeze. Caitlin gets it back. In front.
Oh, missed it.
Ferry wasn't able to maintain possession. We'll see what Avon's able to do. Not much, it turns out. Sawyer feeds it back to Quinn, and Caroline Quinn has played every minute of these last several matches on her way to being the female athlete of the week at Guerin Catholic High School. Wirt, nice move. One-on-one with the goalie. Scores! Mackenzie Wirt's first goal of her high school career comes as the 7th goal against number 10 Avon. It'll look like this. Set up by Lily Snyder. And Wirt's going to put on a nice move right here. And she's got it. Guerin Catholic got 4 of them in the first half, 3 of them in the second half, and with 6.5 to go. Does the quest for an 8th begin?
And how bad do you want this shutout now?
I think you probably pretty bad. The Guerin Catholic has allowed 2 goals this season, and both of them came in their 2-0 loss to Carmel in the second game of the year. So Guerin Catholic has a lot of clean slates, and a lot of pride in having a strong defense to go with their offense. McKeever leaves it ahead. Freeze giving chase. She's got to step on the defender. She's outrun her. Can she get another? The dribble just wide.
Boy, I tell you what, she's just missed that just barely.
That was as close as you can get.
Substitution for Avon, coming on, number 1, Lexi Carmack.
This is when you try to get everybody on your team some playing time, right?
Indeed. Including Carmen Goodwin, not an infrequent contributor. She's number 22 in white. And the battle for it was Callie McGee, one of the seniors for Guerin. She was one of the players who was on the 2017 squad, the varsity. Goodwin into the box. Quinn trying to beat her there and beats 2 Avon Orioles to the ball to force a corner.
Corner, Avon.
By an unofficial count, Guerin Catholic has 10 corners kicks in this match. Avon has 2. And the shot advantage is gigantic in favor of Guerin. Although Avon's got several in this half. Oh, that one's just stabbed away. And this could turn into an offensive burst for Guerin if they can get the speed going. And now as things slow, it'll let Avon get set. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in the second half, and a very impressive performance by the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles against a highly ranked Avon Oriole unit. Nice move. Inside 4. Inside the 16. No luck on the far post.
You can hear the fan. I think the fans just want more goals.
I think you're probably right.
Did Grandma miss this game?
Aww.
Well, if she did, you tell her to subscribe to the YouTube channel tonight so she can watch the replay. Replay will be ready 45 minutes after this ball game on our YouTube channel. Grandma, never miss a game. Indiana SRN.
You might need to help her out with that a little bit, but once she has it, she'll have it. Oh, that one almost an own goal.
I got a nice letter from Grandma from South Bend area to watch her grandson play for Covenant Christian last week, and she said, your coverage was wonderful. I watched it on Sunday afternoon instead of watching the Indianapolis Boats. And I corrected her and said Colts, and she go, nope, they're the Bolts.
Well, here's the corner kick.
So maybe we topped the NFL this week.
Oh. Well, check the ratings battle later. Here, turning around is Goodwin. Long way to run on this one. 2 defenders back for Guerin. Even strength between these 2 teams. Now here comes Verberg to help. Defense is there, and another easy one for Levis.
I know there's not a 4-corner offense in soccer, but what is a star tactic that you can use?
You just safe passes back and forth. You try to keep it in the midfield, or you could do Guerin's approach and just keep attacking. And that seems that's pretty uniform for the Guerin Catholic High School. Both teams will do this. When they smell blood in the water, they're going for it, regardless of the score, regardless of the situation. And both teams are pretty highly ranked. Guerin Catholic ladies, 8th in the highest class of Indiana high school soccer. That is 3A. The gentlemen are 5th in 2A. And you can catch the gentlemen's next game tomorrow evening here on Indiana SRN against Cathedral. The Fighting Irish visit Guerin Catholic, and we'll have it here on Indiana SRN.
The A team will be here tomorrow.
We'll have whatever letter we get. 80 seconds to play. Guerin still keeping the pressure on. And a lot of these players have not yet scored a goal in their high school career, so they're looking. They want to be the next Mackenzie Wirt, getting their first career goal in this matchup. They'll have 66 seconds to do it. Leffler has scored before. And now Lexi Carmack for Avon. Come up on the final 50 seconds of this one. Assuming the impossible doesn't happen in the next 30 seconds, Guerin Catholic will rise to 4-1-1 on the season. Avon will fall to 5-4-1. That's wins, losses, ties, how we keep track of it. This won't affect either team in their conference standings, but as they sit, Avon is, depending on how you count, 5th or 6th in a little tussle with Fishers. Guerin Catholic still leads the Circle City Conference. Looking to get another goal here. Not going to have enough on it, or will they? And the final horn will sound. And Guerin Catholic is victorious for the 4th time this year. They beat number 10 Avon 7-0 on Golden Eagle TV, presented by Indiana SRN.
Guerin Catholic 7, Avon.
Coming up next on Indiana SRN tomorrow, we will have the boys soccer game between Guerin Catholic and Cathedral. Number 5 Guerin taking on unranked Cathedral. We have a couple volleyball games coming up tomorrow. We have Covenant Christian and Bishop Chittard. That's at 6:30. The boys game's at 7. On Thursday, Heritage Christian and Decatur Central volleyball. That is at 7. And then a lot of soccer football games coming up on Friday. We look forward to having you. And as we get ready to sign off, fun game, impressive game. Keith Myers, final thoughts. Guerin Catholic looked really good tonight.
They really did, and I really appreciate spending some time with you. I'm learning this game a little bit more, and I kind of enjoy this game. But looking forward to your call tomorrow night. That's always been a great rivalry, and I can't wait to tune in, have some popcorn, and watch that game.
Excellent. We hope you'll join us, whether on the app, on YouTube, or elsewhere. But when you do, it'll be Avon or Guerin and Cathedral tomorrow night. This evening is all Guerin Catholic. The Golden Eagles victorious 7-0 over Avon on Golden Eagle TV, presented by Indiana SRN. Thanks for joining us, and good night, everyone.